Today I would like to share my experience in public administration. So I'm a science student. I did my post-graduation from IIT Delhi in 2016, and then I started preparing for civil services. So first question was how to choose an optional subject. I didn't want to take chemistry, so I went through all the syllabus for most of the optional subjects, and then I stopped at public administration. So one thing which I liked about the public administration was that it gives you an insight about what you are about to do when you become a civil servant. So I thought that I should be aware of, at least theoretically I should be aware of what my duties and responsibilities would be when I become a civil servant. So I hope most of you have decided your optional subject based on your preferences. Many of us have different reasons of choosing different optional subjects. And some of you might have educational background also. I had none. So I thought that I would take coaching because I was a science student. So then I started preparing for public administration, and I took coaching. I started preparing my notes. So when I last year, my first attempt was in 2017, and I didn't clear my prelims that year. So next year I was focused more on the prelims, but still I thought that in the 1 year gap I would at least one time I'll finish my PubEd syllabus. So I did it very roughly, like I just went through my coaching notes and I did Mohit Bhattacharya, which every one of us is aware of the book. So I was not aware of many sources, and so that year I didn't prepare much. So then I gave my second prelims 2018, and I was sure that I would clear because I was scoring around 120, 122 in my prelims, so I was sure. So I started preparing the very next day of the prelims exam. So then I thought that I should now start writing my mains, so I should practice something. So then I took mains test series at Lukman. So initially I was writing as we write, like in graduation we used to write very theoretically our answers. We do not present much and we write very much. So the problem I was facing in my writing skills was that I was not able to complete my question paper because it is a very lengthy paper. So now I have seen two kind of people. One who are focused on completing the paper, and other kind, they are more focused on improving the quality of the answers. So I was of the first category. I was like, I will write the average answers, but I'll complete all the questions. So then I thought that I'll increase my speed and I might be able to finish. So I was practicing very consistently, and I was not improving the speed because I was writing too much in my answers. So then I was writing my GS with a different perspective and PubEd with a different perspective. So my score was around 100, 110, like when I was writing for the paper one. So I met Ansari sir and I was like, how do I improve? Because I'm stuck at 100, 110. How do I take it to 150 plus? So then sir told me that you need to write less. You need to express yourself within limited words and try to represent things. Try to make diagrams, try to make flow charts, try to give examples. So then I thought that this is what I do in GS. So now then I use the same strategy which I was using for my GS papers in the public administration writing skills, and that is when I scored in my sixth paper. I think I was writing my sixth paper that I scored around 150 in fifth paper. So at that time I realized that we don't need to compartmentalize things. Like we can't take GS and PubEd or any other optional subject differently. We need to look at the bigger picture, and we need to focus on the part that it is not that if we have read something, we have to only write it in the GS, or if we have read something regarding the public administration, so we need to only write that thing in the PubEd paper. So it is very important. So please, this is my humble request to all of you. Please do not compartmentalize things. Try to look at the bigger picture and try to merge the things. Like the main thing which will work, or which has worked especially for me, is that I have used the examples from the GS in PubEd and the PubEd info in the GS papers. So that is how I think I have scored 300 plus. And one thing also I and sir were discussing that there are many, like I have we have one civil servant. She was already a civil servant, and now this year she's the highest top scorer in PubAt. She's 333 marks. So I was talking to her, and she was like, "Ki I have not performed very well in my GS papers." So I think it is important for every one of you to pay equal attention to GS also with your optional subject, because at the end what matters is what the final score which you have got, because that will decide your rank, and your rank will decide your service. So it is very important that you focus equally on GS and PubAt and try to improve the score whole, not any one particular. Okay, so now PubAt, especially for paper 1, I have referred to my own notes and I have referred to Mohit Bhattacharya, and for paper 2 I have read Arora and Goel. So I think most of us, we refer to same sources only. So in the specific which I would like, the special thing which I did for my PubAt paper was, I read all the answers which I got from the Lukman test series, and I can assure you that they are very informative, because I can say that if I had not joined the Lukman test series, I would have scored around 200. So my 114 increment is because of the Lukman. I personally feel this. And so the main thing which you also need to work upon in public administration is to go for the examples. First, please mention examples while you are writing your answers, and try to write in points. Okay, so you save time for other questions as well.
Yes, she shared that what she used to write, and then it was the test 5. I know some people are also sitting, they know. So since we do not take the name of the candidate when a candidate improves or does better, and I know she was sitting this side when test 5 happens, and that copy is also there, and the remark is also written that if you follow or you have, this is a turning point, I guess I have written in that test 5, and a bit more improvement can do something. This is how it is written in that. And that was a thing, let's say, many people, I know many people have been trying to improve, and somehow it has not been working in their favor. So one thing you also know that this is what we were talking, or we try to convey, that it's not about any one single paper that you secure. One can secure even 163 in essay, still he may not be in the final list. So that does not matter. Even last year 320 marks in public administration.
And now the pattern has shifted to the application part. Whatever you are reading, how you will apply that thing in your practical life or your civil servant life is the approach of the questions nowadays. So it is very important that you are not just reading or reading the PubAt just for you have to go and write that thing. Try to understand that thing, try to analyze on your part, and then answer it according to the demand of the question. It's not that you have read a point something, so you have to just copy and paste that point. Okay, try to mold your answer as per the demand of the question. Okay, just don't think that, oh, I have read something, so I have to compulsory use that thing in the answer. If it is not needed, please don't write that thing in your answer. Okay.
I would like to say that not related to the examination, but this I have to say, because see, the thing is that please don't get misguided by the fact that my name is being published at many places. But Lukman IAS is the coaching institute where I was for the past 3 years, and all my selections in the UPSC for the past 3 years is because of Ansari sir's guidance. I am unable to stop. Many people are using my name, but this I wanted to say. So I will begin with that. So I would like to say that when I first came to sir, I just if this is the UPSC page, I had the habit of writing this, then paragraph change, and this. So the first thing sir advised me that at least do this. just to present, start from here. So when I looked my copy again, I found that this was like not very good. Sort of, if I write it very closely, it was kind of illegible. Now if I write this way, so basic presentation style just improved. Even when a person will look at it, it will say, no, this guy has presented it a little bit better than this guy. So this was the first thing I remember in 2014, sir told me I start writing this way. This was the very first copy that sir checked, my format first copy that was checked by sir. So this is just the basic thing. And after that, if you write your answers, for example, you have written a paragraph, and let's take an example. For example, this year in GS paper 3, a question was asked related to Fasal Bima Yojana. So we all know Fasal Bima Yojana. So one thing would be that how I used to write, you can write this way about Fasal Bima Yojana, then different contents of Fasal Bima Yojana, then how it is impacting, and then what can be done more. So this is generally the framework that we use for writing our answers. So another thing that if this is the question paper format, answer format, you can just introduce a Fasal Bima Yojana, how it was, when it was introduced and how it has come into picture. Then simply, suppose in this case, if I use a simple draw box here and important components of Fasal Bima Yojana and write here, just 4 or 5 major components that we can recall, we can write here, and then after that, after that start from here and write some analysis. And while writing some analysis, if you want to say, if you want to innovate more, say, if you want to write advantages and you have little time and you want to write more, just use this, say advantages, and present different advantages and write in little boxes what advantages it will have. So this can be some of the ways in which you can do it, but don't overdo it. Like don't do all of it in one question. You can use this in one question, you can use this thing in another question, vary it, and perhaps don't use it in each and every question. Some questions which will be very analytical, you can just use this simple format and write it. For example, if the question is relating to analysis of a scheme, you can just use it simply and write it. No need that every question should have some diagram or some presentation style. So there should be a mix of presentation style. Don't overdo it, but use it very effectively. Another thing is that when you remember, do remember important facts that is there in the economic survey, that comes regularly in the Hindu or any other newspaper that you read, and compile it with your notes. I need not say that notes making is a very important and critical portion for this examination. Do it very religiously. So compile the data and facts that you get, and whenever you get a chance, you just use it effectively. And when you use it, suppose you do it in a box, or simply I'll tell you another. Prachi was supposed to be here, but she's not here. What she used to do, that she will write some very important things in the block letters. So the whole answer will be in a normal format, but the very important things she'll write in block letters. A little font size would be a little greater than other. So that will when you are seeing her copy, it will immediately strike you that you have written this thing. So perhaps if we don't know how copy is checked in UPSC, but if they see that something good is written there, perhaps marks can increase. So this can be, if you remember some special quotations or some special facts, or for example some ARC you have read and a question regarding that has come, you want to quote it, write second administrative reforms has said this in the following context and write it in capital. But that should be specific, but that should address the demand of the question. Do not write something that does not fit. Another thing would be,
POVAD is a very good optional that first of all that it does give you marks. It has given me marks twice in a row now. So POVAD is a good optional, but be sure you make it more dynamic. You update it with current news, data, facts, reports which is cited, and also revise the test series, the papers provided. There's a 3-volume set which was provided by Lukman. I revised every question of that. It did also help me in GS as well, because there were many questions.
Overlapping.
RTI question was there, Niti Aayog Planning Commission question was there, Social Audit question was there. So there were questions that are directly lifted from those sources. So make sure revise your answers, take good care of the comments, whatever is written, also try to work upon that. And also supplement it with current news, like Kiran Agarwal committee was there for training. I quoted it somewhere in training.
myself Alok Kumar. I come from UP, Sultanpur district, and I have secured 41 rank in UPSC. And I want to thank especially Ansari sir for my success, because there is a perception in the market that public administration is that subject which requires huge effort, and there is a lot of analysis that is required at that part. So here Ansari sir guidance helped me a lot. And apart from that, one thing I would like to say is that hard work is the key. There is no substitute to hard work, and for UPSC, yes, you have to put in a lot of hard work, but you need a clear cut direction and guidance for that. Taking public administration as optional, because it is not optional that is going to help you in a particular subject. Rather than the importance of public administration will help you in the services. Apart from that, it also help for the essay paper as well as for the paper 2 and ethics, which is a very important part of any GS mains paper. So because of that aspect, and the other thing why I choose public administration was that my graduation subject, that is computer science and engineering, was not available in the optional subject. So I have to settle with some other subject, and I find public administration very interesting, and I was having an inclination towards the public administration. And apart from that, these advantages that public administration brings with that is very important to in fact qualify and clear with a good rank. So it helped in the overall preparation of the UPSC. That's what I have heard from Ansari sir when we met for the personal discussion. He told me that he was expecting that you will definitely qualify for the mains. So it was really in fact good for me that Ansari sir was expecting such thing, because I haven't seriously communicated with the Ansari sir, but when he said that yes, he is expecting something good from me, that feels really good for myself. That's the main thing why I joined this Luqman Institute, because I have heard from my many friends that the kind of comment Ansari sir makes is really going to make your answers very right, and definitely there may be some kind of harsh comment, but you have to take it by heart and you have to work on that. And this is the main I think in my whole preparation, the thing that have improved is because of Ansari sir comments. The kind of comment he gave, like a very shallow answer, you need not to write this kind and these things. I take it very seriously, and I try to improve after every test, so that I can refine myself. And personally, I find that the comment given by Ansari sir was very precise and very it's like communicating the right thing. If you are not writing good answer, the teacher should tell the student, yes, you are not writing the good answer, and this is the way you should write. It's not like only Ansari sir is communicating in the class. In the discussion, when I find that okay, seriously I have written a very bad answer, it should not get 3 or 4 marks also, because the kind of answer that we have written and the kind of answer that Ansari sir is telling. So definitely it is because of only that I am able to achieve this rank.
Myself Purna Bora. So I'm in IRS IT now, 2015 batch. I wrote 4 mains continuously in PABET. So I was getting good score in all the time. So PABET was not a problem for me. I was confident about PABET. So few tricks worked for me. And before that, I'd like to tell about a few things about sir. So I met sir in 2015 batch, possibly. So like all the other coaching centers, I went them also. I went them. And I found something innovative in sirs, because sir worked hard actually for framing the questions. But other coaching centers, questions were very traditional. Old questions, they would repeat. Same transparency, accountancy, RTI use karo, aise bolenge. But that won't work now. So you have to write specific answers, and you have to write differently. And I liked sir that approach. He won't give you marks until and unless you write specific answers and to the point answers, very comprehensive answers. So it helped me. I continuously joined 3 test series, 15, 16, 17 possibly. So I am very thankful to sir. So I always recommend to Luqman's IAS only, because it helped me a lot actually. So regarding some tricks, I won't tell blah 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 नहीं बोलेंगे, जो भी मेन पॉइंट है वही बोलेंगे, शॉर्ट रखेंगे, शॉर्ट कंटेंट, ठीक है. तो पहली है कि पहले स्टडी मटेरियल क्या क्या होंगे, कौन सा ऐसे स्टडी मटेरियल रखना है. तो लुकमान सर का 3 नोट्स आते हैं. पता होंगे शायद लोकमान सर का नोट्स आते हैं, अगर नहीं आता है तो सर का ऑफिस से प्रिंट कर लेना, बहुत अच्छा है। मतलब मैं बाकी लोगों का भी नोट्स फॉलो किया था, लेकिन बाद में ना सर का नोट्स काफ़ी अच्छा लगा। अच्छा इसलिए लगा कि वहाँ पे पॉइंट्स है, पॉइंट सिस्टम, पॉइंट्स में लिखा हुआ है। एनपीए के बारे में 5 पॉइंट्स, 5 पॉजिटिव 5 नेगेटिव, पीसीए के बारे में 5 पॉजिटिव, पॉइंट सिस्टम में है। रेडर सम ऐसे सामारी टाइप का है ना, उसे काफ़ी फ़ायदा होता है मतलब पॉइंट सिस्टम में। अल्टीमेटली एग्जाम में पॉइंट्स में लिखना पड़ेगा तुमको, मतलब यू नीड टू सर्टेन पॉइंट्स, यू नीड पॉइंट्स। सो सर का नोट्स मैं बाकी नोट्स को मतलब स्किप कर दिया था, सर का नोट्स फॉलो करने लगा था। वहाँ से सर का नोट्स को लेकर मैं छोटा छोटा नोट्स बना लिया था मेरे खुद के लिए, एनपीए के लिए छोटा छोटा पेज में बना लिया था। तो फर्स्ट इज सर्च नोट्स, मतलब पेपर 1 पेपर 2 दोनों के लिए है, काफ़ी अच्छे है, ठीक है, काफ़ी अच्छा। सर का मतलब लेके प्रिंट कर सकते, तुम लोग प्रिंट कर लेना, जेरॉक्स कर लेना।